right, welcome to online math tutorial. Today we have a question on the board, and the question is that a rectangular lawn of length x plus 5 in centimeters is x minus 2 in centimeters wide. If the diagonal is x plus 6, find the value of x and also find the area of the lawn. Now, in solving this problem, the very first thing we're going to do is to get a sketch for this, or represent it on a sketch. We say solution. So let's draw this lawn, a rectangular lawn. So let's assume this is the lawn, this is the length, while this is the width. Now, from this question, the value of the lawn, the length is x plus 5. The value of the width is x minus 2. And the question also says that if the diagonal, that is this length, if the diagonal is x plus 6, we should find the value of x. So in order to solve this problem, for a rectangle, we know that all the angles, interior angles of a rectangle is equal to 90 degrees. So in solving this, we can call this side A, B, C, and D. Let's consider this triangle here. That is the triangle ABC. If we consider this triangle, we found that this side, the diagonal, is the hypotenuse. This becomes either the opposite or the adjacent. Because here is the length, we can equally say that the width rather, and they are equal. We can equally say that this other side is also x minus 2. So we can consider this triangle in order to get what we want. So considering triangle ABC. And since we have, since we can call this triangle a right angle triangle, so here is the hypotenuse, here could be the opposite, and here is the adjacent. So we need to apply the Pythagoras theorem in order to get the value of x. So applying the Pythagoras theorem, we say that applying Pythagoras theorem, Pythagoras theorem says that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the square of the opposite plus the square of the adjacent. And from this shape, the hypotenuse is x plus 6. So we have x plus 6 square equals, let's call this side the adjacent, plus x plus 5 square plus the adjacent x minus 2. So what do we do here? X minus 2 square rather. What do we do here? What we need to do is to open up this bracket. So here we have, this is the same as x plus 6 into x plus 6 equals x plus 5 into x plus 5 plus x minus 2 into x minus 2. So if we open up this, we have x times x will give us x squared, plus x times 6 will give us 6x. X times 6 times this will give us 6x, plus 6 times 6 will give us 36. Expanding this, we have x times s will give us x squared, plus x times 5, 5x, plus 5 times this, 5x, plus 5 times 5, 25. We have this plus here already, plus x times x, x squared, x times this, minus 2x, this times is minus 2x, and this times is positive 4. So let's collect, let's add the ones that look alike. We have x squared plus 6x plus 6x is 12x plus 36 equals, this is x squared plus this time this plus this is 10x plus 25 plus x squared minus 2x is minus 4x plus 4. So this is same as x squared plus 12x plus 36 equals, collecting like terms, we have x squared plus 2x squared should give us 2x squared. Then we have 10x and minus 4x, and that should give us what? Positive 6x. Then we have 25 plus 4, which is 29. We are not done. So we can either take these ones to this other side or bring these ones over here so that we can be able to add the ones that look alike, like terms rather. So let's take over these ones over to the other side. We have 2x squared. This crossing the equality sign, we have minus x squared plus 6x. This crossing the equality sign, we have negative 12x, then plus 29, and this crossing the equality sign, we have negative 36, and this is equal to 0. So 2x squared minus x squared will give us x squared. 6x minus 12x will give us what? Minus 6x. And 29 minus 36 is what? Give us minus 7, all equal to 0. So with this, can we factorize this? I believe we can. So what are the two numbers that can, when you multiply them, you have negative 7, and when you add them, you have negative 6. Those two numbers should be minus 7 and plus 1. Let's check. Minus 7 times 1 will give us minus 7, and minus 7 plus 1 will give us negative 6. So the two numbers are minus 7 and positive 1. So by using factorization method, we have that this is x squared minus 7x minus, okay, plus x minus 7. This is by using factorization method. This is equal to 0. So here we have, what is the common term? We have x is common with this. X is common, so we have, if x divides here, we have x, and if x divides here, we have minus 7. The common term here is positive 1. If 1 divides here, we still have x minus 7. And this is equal to 0. So this implies that x minus 7 is equal to 0, or x plus 1 is equal to 0. Then x is equal to positive 7 or negative 1. So we are not done. For the value of x, since length cannot be negative, since x, the length cannot be negative, so what it means that the acceptable value is the positive value of x, which is 7. So this is what we are going to use to replace our variable, because the length of any shape cannot be negative. So the value of x is 7. All right. So we have established that the value of x is 7. So we can easily replace 7 here in order to get the length of the sides. So for the length L, which is equal to x plus 5. So that means the length is equal to, the value of x is 7. So we have 7 plus 5, and that is equal to 12. Then for the width, or the breadth, whatever, which is x minus 2, and the value of x is 7, so we have 7 minus 2, which is equal to 5. So the value of the length here, this is 12, while this is 5. So with this, the second question says we should find the area of the lawn. How do you find the area of a rectangle? To get the area of a rectangle, area of a rectangle is equal to the length times the width. So this means that area of the rectangle will be equal to, the length is 12 times the width is 5. So what is the value of 12 times 5? 12 times 5 should give us 60. And the unit is in centimeters, so we have cm squared. So thank you for watching.